Hello, wonderful interwebs! It is I, David, least fit and least fed of all the Hewletts. Man, I've totally forgotten to eat breakfast. I just realized that now. That's probably why my burn and learn, the burn part of my burn and learn was so difficult. This is a burn and learn. This is my bit to stay alive and fit long enough to raise my amazing son and to enjoy the coming twilight years of my brilliant, beautiful wife and soon to be returning to the house. Could in fact be on a plane right now, wife Jane. I hate exercise. It's boring. So I like to learn something while I'm doing it. I like to share what I've learned with you the sweatiest, most miserable, self-indulgent way possible. If you don't see a video, it means I haven't exercised, and I didn't exercise yesterday. Forgive me, internet, for I have sinned. Yeah, I didn't exercise yesterday. I just honestly just didn't feel up to it. I put it off a little bit, and then I was like, I can't do this. There's no time. So I did an extra special... No, I didn't. I just did the same thing again today and make up for it. But, and I obviously feel very guilty, otherwise I wouldn't be babbling on about it right now. So yesterday, Baz had like a half day, Bratlett had a half day, did a swim meet, and then we had the afternoon together. We did some Twitch streaming, we ordered some pizza, we ate some wings, we watched Rick and Morty, and it was just I was just like summing up our wonderful week. Or 10 days, I guess, without Jane. Jane's been in Berlin, so I just wanted to have a little fun sort of send-off like there and just basically establish myself as his favorite parent. Not at all. I always say, like, we have just as much fun with Jane, remember. Anyway, so that's just awful. Please don't tell Jane. Luckily, Jane doesn't watch any of these things. So she will be returning right now. She's probably on a plane right now, if not landing at the airport, possibly even trying to get through to me right now, but I've turned off the phone so as to not interfere with my burning and learning. And the learning today, let me tell you. So, I started by watching a making-of video. And my friend Seth Worley, who is just such an amazing guy, first and foremost, but just an incredible filmmaker. He just makes the most extraordinarily beautiful, up until now, short films. And his latest short film is Darker Colors. Please, go do yourself a favor. Go and look at this. It's just gorgeous in a kind of a Stranger Things inspired, beautiful, it's magnificent. And as the always ever supportive Red Giant, who he works with, has helped him make this movie. They've used all of the tools to do it. In fact, I found out that DaVinci Resolve, which is the sort of the big, when they make the big movies, a lot of the color timing people, the people who decide how the films look, they use this DaVinci Resolve software. I didn't know this, but the Red Giant, my little Red Giant friends, they have their plugins all work with that as well, or most of them do. So all of their they've got this thing called Magic Bullet, which is like you can just drag and drop almost like filters onto your footage. And I have like I do it for auditions all the time. Like if I'm auditioning for like a big movie, I'll put like a big blockbuster look on the footage when I send it. It's fun. It's really fun stuff to play with. Anyway, so the point being is that this movie is beautiful. And not only that, he then has this whole making of where he goes through like step by step how he made the movie, and he's just got this amazing insight into the process of making films. He obviously loves making films. It's apparent in every frame of footage he shoots, every little short film, every little Red Giant promo, everything. This guy just loves this stuff, and then to be able to sit down. So in this case, stand on a horrible torture device doing your exercise and watch how he did it is just, it's magnificent. So watch Darker Colors, then watch the making of, and then you'll realize why I'm such a huge fan of these Red Giant people, because I really like, I sound like an ad. I don't mean to sound like an ad. I'm not an ad. I love what they're doing, because they're making these tools available to like me. I can do an audition and then make it look like a feature film. It's amazing. Anyways, but Seth takes this stuff to another level, and he's working with Action Movie Kid, who's also helped him out with all the compositing and all that kind of stuff. I've lost my train of thought. I'm so hungry. I realized I set the kid off and I gave him this great breakfast. I gave him like this healthy shake and this weird like microwave muffin things you do. So I sent him off on his way, and then I ate the remaining little bits that were behind, but then I forgot to actually feed myself. So I sort of la la la. Anyways, point being is, what was my learn? My learn was this filmmaking process from Seth, which is amazing. He's also got a great thing called I think the story clock or the story wheel, one of the two, I can't remember. He's got this whole process for how to write scripts, which is just, again, spectacular. And storyboarding, but he's just, check him out. He's amazing, Seth Worley. So the other stuff was, my nitty gritty, nerdy, really nerdy stuff was, I got back into the data scientist curriculum that I'm doing on LinkedIn Learning. So I went through this database management, which I gotta say, didn't really strike me as particularly exciting. I understand the need for it, but it's a lot of like policy and setting up things, and it seemed more sort of enterprise based and business based than me. But then as I got into it, I started going like, wait a second, it's interesting because with Tech Bandits, like, what data do I collect, whether I mean to or not? The reality is I don't collect anything because I suck at that. But should I be? And if I do, what are the rules on that? And just like really just started getting me thinking about, like, if you're going to expand a company or expand what you're doing, you can't help but collect a certain amount of information. What do you do with that, and who do you make aware of that stuff? And anyway, just so I thought that was really interesting. And then finally, data mining. We're now into the data mining section. This is where it really comes alive for me. This is where these are the tools that allow you to break down the data into usable bite chunks of stuff that you can feast on and learn things and change the way you're going and motivations and everything. So just some great tools at dealing with it. He's going through a whole bunch of stuff here that I've never even heard of, and then some obviously that I have as well. And I'm just amazed at how much Python is just a part of everything these days. But apparently that's another one that they use with R, which is this. Is it R? I think it's R. I think it's called R, which is like a data mining software. Even like maybe it may even be a programming language. I'm not sure. We haven't got into it yet. He's just talked about all these different tools he's going to use, and how the difference between sort of the classical statistics stuff, which can be done by hand, and this new, more computer-based stuff. Not even more. This entirely computer-based stuff, where they're using AI and neural networks and stuff that basically turns the process of mining this stuff into like a black box, and it's it's very difficult to see what's going on, but you basically put it into these crazy complicated systems, and out comes the information you need. So honestly, this is why I was so fascinated with data science, and this is the reason I'm here, is because I want to learn about these tools and how this stuff's done. So that's what I'm doing right now. And now I should probably get myself upstairs, get myself something to eat so I make sense when my wife comes home, and also so that I've got something prepared in the way of food for her when she gets home. Look at this delicious soup we made the other day. So good. So I figure I'll get that warmed up. So she's got a nice bowl of warm soup when she returns, and hopefully a clothed and bathed husband as well. It's probably a good idea. So we've had so much fun. I gotta say, it's always a lot of fun just having that sort of one-on-one time with Baz and Bratlett. Well, Bratlett being Baz. But boy, I can't wait to see my wife again. I just it's just like, yeah, it's really fun, and I miss her. What can I say? So again, Darker Colors, check out that movie. It will make you a fan of Seth Worley. It will make you a fan of Red Giant and Cinema 4D and all these cool things that he's using to make that stuff. And then Big Data, I will keep you posted because it's very, very cool. And then Sunday, I'll see you on Sunday, because Sunday I'm doing a simulcast thing of the first episode of Stargate Atlantis. We're going to go online. I'm going to go on Twitch. We're going to answer questions from anybody who's donated $5 or more to the Patreon or on our one-time donation thing. Just going to watch a show, reminisce, see what's going on, see what Bratlett has to say about it. And it should be fun. All in support of Tech Bandits, which I've got to figure out now because there was a school strike, and now they're saying that I can't do Tech Bandits at school because there's a whole work to rule thing, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. But all it is I see is an opportunity for me to expand Tech Bandits and to make it something more than it is right now. So you can't stop me. Until we geek again, sweaty or not, here I come. Cheerio!